today is a happy day. I just watched Barcelona lose the match, so yeah, I'm very happy today. Maybe because Sevilla was wearing white jersey like the Real Madrid. I don't know. Maybe that's why. But anyways, guys, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at market performance for the past 24 hours. I know people are jumping hoops right now. Man, it's funny, right? When you start to understand the market structure, you learn a lot. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we look at after that we look at prices in details, and right after that we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh yeah, but before that, yeah, it's like people are trying to get so euphoria, the euphoric moment. Okay, but when you look at the market structure, you kind of understand where we are. I've been here telling you guys about Bitcoin, looking for that 140 to 160,000, something in that range. Okay, and once we hit it, we will reevaluate the market. What just happened, okay, is just the first leg up. It went up, previous all-time high, test it, let's see if it holds. If it holds, and then it will use that as support and keeps on going. If it doesn't, it might come back down again to that $114,000 before going again to try. Okay, but there is a lot happening in the background. Okay, there's a lot of things happening in the background that are kind of holding back on the price. So yeah, me, y'all know me already. I will sit tight and I'm watching the market before making any drastic decisions. But anyway, that's something totally different from what we're about to talk about today. Today, guys, if you have eyes and you have some kind of how do we call this? Some sixth sense, some common sense. If you do have that, you will understand one thing, one simple thing. It's never easy to become a multi-millionaire. To become wealthy is not that easy. If it was, everybody and their grandmama will be rich today, will be wealthy beyond measurements today. But it's not. Why? Because sometimes when you look at everything, 99.9% of the people will always go one way, and that 0.001% that goes the other way usually be the people that gets the bigger piece of the cake. That's what it is. Okay, right now let's put that into perspective. We have crypto, right? Everybody want to make money with crypto. Uncle T is the first one. Okay, so everybody's following Bitcoin, Solana, I mean, you name them. You have Bitcoin, you have Crashilandia, you have Hackylandia with the big cockroach, even the raccoon. People are trying to follow over there. Why? Because in the past history, okay, in the past history, they have seen how the price rose, how those green candles were juicy. But Kaspa is brand new. And people who don't do their research to understand, in the first place, you have to understand why did Bitcoin, Crashilandia, Solana, Hackylandia, Sui, the raccoon, Cardano, and the rest of them, why did they pump? What made them pump in the past? That's the first thing you have to start looking at. Because if you do that research and then compare to Kaspa, trust me, you will be a maxi like me. You will be, because it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when, not a matter of if. It's when these things start to happen. I still firmly believe we are going to see Kaspa between $1 and $3 before the year end. You are going to see it. But everybody and their grandmama, they look at the past and they forget that famous saying, history does not repeat, but it rhymes. And even though for you and I, who are, again, read the title of the channel, My Millionaire Journey. You and I, we are trying to go from 0 to a millionaire status. That's what we're looking for. We are not looking for little change, a little bit of profit. That's not what we're looking for. And if you look at everything on that perspective, okay, you will understand this. Like I've said here time after time. You take $10,000, invest that into Bitcoin if you want to. And by the time the bull run is over, let's just say Bitcoin hits $150,000, how much money do you think you're going to make? How much? The same thing, $10,000, put it in Solana, okay? Solana goes up, because if you ask my humble opinion, I think Solana is going to top up probably $400 or $500. Let's say the biggest one, $500. How much money do you think you're going to make? The same thing. You put 10 grand in Cardano, the raccoon. I can guarantee you the only thing you are going to get from that are going to be scratches. And everybody still don't understand it, right? They don't get it. People still don't see what is happening. They don't get it because they are all stuck into that cycle. Everybody is looking for the green candle. And when I say green candle chasers, people just start calling names. People just start crying about what is inevitable. Again, you and I, we don't care about 1 or 2x. We don't care about that. We care 10, 20, 30, 40, even 100x from where we are today. Which, if you invest 10 grand into Kaspa today, and Kaspa goes to a $4 billion market cap, that's 100x your money. You see? Imagine Kaspa going to $30 billion market cap. You can't even count no more, right? And that's what everybody is just not paying attention to. If it was that easy, everyone would be a millionaire. Even nature itself, gold. For you to acquire gold, you really have to work hard for it. Dig the ground, process it, melt it, do all that stuff. If it was that easy to acquire gold, gold would not be the store of value today. Right? So yeah, we sit here and you try to tell people, all you have to do is check the past history. Like they say, it does not repeat, but it rhymes. When they say it rhymes, the way I understand it, there are situations that is going to perform better than the past history. There are situations that is going to repeat, like rhyme almost at the same magnitude of the past history. But one thing I can tell you is not going to be the same one-to-one. It's not going to be like that. It's not. Now, what's the market cap of Solana, for example? Those of you saying Solana to $3,000, what does the market cap of Solana supposed to be for Solana to hit $3,000? Now look, what's the market cap of Kaspa? Which one is easier to move? Is it easy to turn $100 billion market cap into 1 trillion? Or is it easier to move $2 billion market cap into 100 billion? Which one is more easier? But right now, everybody and their grandmama, they're busy crying about prices, which again, when you look at it for the past 3 months, Ethereum has been going sideways. Solana, sideways. You name it. The same thing, I can even say Bitcoin sideways, because what Bitcoin did is just went and retest $1,000 or $2 or 2,000 above the previous all-time high and come back down. And it's still doing the same thing as we speak right now. And you hear people telling you, put your money into Bitcoin, which again, is your money, right? Go and put it in. And you figured out that after putting in your hard-earned $10,000, and that after all said and done, the only profit you're going to get from it is just $2,000 or $3,000 after all said and done. But today you put 10 grand in Kaspa, and that thing goes to $1. You're a monkey's uncle, right? So yeah, whoever that is telling you it's not easy, because that's what most people chase. That's what most people follow. When you see people telling you meme coins, go get a meme coin, go do this, that's what they're looking for. Try to replicate what Shiba Inu did, what Pepe did, what all of them did. Okay, I do remember a couple months ago, I was telling a friend of mine who was talking about Shiba Inu, right? And I said, Shiba Inu right now, I will tell you, next time it pumps, get rid of it. And he was like, well, what do you mean? I said, dude, if you look at Shiba Inu, the developers, they are not even working on Shiba Inu as the mother chain. Only a few people trying to burn Shiba Inu. The main core team don't care about burning it. They're here talking about the bone. They're here talking about whatever nonsense, what do you call it? Whatever nonsense project that they're trying to put on Shiba Inu. And I said, yeah, my friend, that is a sign of a rug pull. That's what it is. And yeah, I got a lot of hate for that. Some people stopped talking to me because I said it and all that stuff. And where are we today? The community for Shiba Inu, they have started complaining. And once people start to complain, yeah. yeah, you start to get it, right? Now, you go to Kaspa. Because like everyone talking about, oh, Kaspa's price is not doing what it's supposed to. And I'm just there looking at them laughing at it. And some people say, why are you always laughing? And I said, okay. There is so many similarities between Bitcoin and Kaspa that are not even funny. Go look at the early days of Bitcoin. I do remember like when Da Vinci was talking about it and nobody paid attention, it shot up from $1 to, I think it was that $120 or $140 or something like that. When it shot up, everybody, yeah, Da Vinci, you the man, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin dropped. When I mean dropped, it dropped from 120 or whatever it went all the way back down. When I mean down to probably, was it $10 or something like that? That was when there's this guy that said, it is done for. It will never go past $20. He sold his bag and he was happy with it, which again, I'm not here to bash him. Hey, that was his decision. That's what he wanted to do, right? So he sold it. And here we are today. Here we are today. What do you see? Bitcoin is at 124, 123,000. I would love to look at that guy's face and go, what do you say now? What do you say? The same thing we are talking about Kaspa right now, because Bitcoin has all this, how you call it, institution behind them. Nobody knows there is anything better than Bitcoin out there yet, because first of all, Kaspa does not have a marketing department, and that's another similarity to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin started, nobody talked about it. There was no marketing department, there was nothing. Only a few people, just like Da Vinci and everybody else, was saying it. Just like right now, only a few people like me, Crypto Galaxy, although I know people don't like him, or everybody to his own, Pompaliski. There is a lot of people, only a few people talking about Kaspa right now. People were first talking about Kaspa when it was pumping during the last bear market. But now that the price is not doing much, people are just, they're not doing anything. Only a few, me, Pompaliski, your crypto crew, and a couple of people that are telling guys, everybody has their own different reasons why. My reason is, like I said, I want to go from zero to a millionaire status, okay? And I wish to have people to join me in that journey, which you can also go from zero to a millionaire status. Not looking at price, not looking at what's happening right now, but using your own logic. Logic in the sense of what? One, ecosystem is not there, not yet. We just went live and things have started to take their shape. Go look at the numbers. That's the only thing I can tell you. Numbers don't lie. Kaspa is now hitting 6,000 transactions in the 24 hours. I mean, 60 million transactions in 24 hours. Look at the total value locked. It has started to climb. Ever since smart contract, go look at Zero Swap, for example. The TVL, we are now what, 700,000 or whatever, $1,000 locked. It has started to climb. Right now, retail and everybody else, they don't pay attention to that. Which again, I think is a lie. I think they've started to pay attention, because when you start looking at the purchase orders on Kaspa right now, while a lot of people are busy crying about 7 cents or 8 cents price, somebody is spending millions of dollars buying Kaspa. They must know something. And if that does not mean anything to you, I don't know what to tell you. It's like me watching Warren Buffett, and that's how I trade a lot of my stocks. I usually look at his portfolio. If something new comes out and he puts money in it, guess what? I'm buying it. I don't know the reason, but I'm buying. I always do the same. And honestly speaking, I've made a lot of money like that. I just look at the big money, what the big money is doing. That's where I go. Same situation with Kaspa, like I just mentioned. You are busy crying, but there is somebody putting $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 million into Kaspa. They must know something, right? They must know something. We all know, like I said, Kaspa has a lot of similarities with Bitcoin. Look at this chart, okay? This guy, Kaspa Media or Kas Media, what's his name is? Kas Media posted a chart on X, and it really, again, it caught my attention. Like I was saying, yep, that's another one again. That's another one which people that are not paying attention to what's going on around them, by the time they realize, okay, by the time they realize what's happening, is going to be too late. Look at this. He had it here. I'll show you in a second. Because it is just so similar, it's not even funny. I'm telling you, it's not funny when you start to look at it. You start to realize, like, being right there, being early does not mean you are how did I say it? Being early does not mean you are not correct. You are incorrect. I mean, where is it? So it this one right here is funny. Give me a second. Let's go right there. I saw it somewhere down here. Okay, give me a quick second. Y'all remember this? This was 8 years ago. This was Bitcoin forming this exact. Okay, when you zoom it in, what do you see? Look at a chart of Bitcoin. I mean, this was just funny. I remember when Bitcoin was up there, here, everybody and their grandmama, yo, it's going, it went all-time high. Look at that going, blah, 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 coming down, blah, 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 coming down. And everybody was just like, I don't know, I don't understand. That's when that guy said it, okay? That's when that guy said, yeah, this is not going to go, Bitcoin is not going to go past $20. And everybody was panicking. But those of them who knew what Bitcoin was standing for, they started making moves, right? So now let's go check out this one. There's another one now. Now, this is Kaspa right now. What do you see? The same thing, right? What do you see? This is Kaspa's chart right now. And yet, people still don't see it. Kaspa, this one, versus Bitcoin, this. See? People still don't see it. The problem with, like I said, people are chasing green candles. And just when I saw that, that's when I put out this tweet. I put it out there, and I said this. Because yesterday I was talking to somebody, and the guy said, Kaspa will never go above 20 cents again. I should sell my position. And I just looked at him and I told him the same. I said, I've heard that before. I do remember somebody saying Bitcoin would never go above $20, right? And what happened later? Here we are. The same thing is going to happen to Kaspa. So yeah, when everybody and their grandmama was busy crying about it yesterday, look at what I did. I did not waste time. This is exactly what I did, like I usually do. Okay, give me a second. This is what I did. My Kaspa mug. You can cry about it if you want to. I did what I'm good at. Buy. I added over 13 or 14,000 Kaspas to my bag. Every time I see it down there, I don't complain. I don't cry about it. I don't care what is going on. All I just do is add about it. Because again, for people who don't know what to read, where the things are going, they usually miss a lot. 99.9% are going for those green candles on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and blah, 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 which have limited way up already. Okay, limited. What do I mean by that? The bull run is almost over with. So I don't really care about Bitcoin pricing at this point, because I know I'm not going to make a lot of money there. It's almost over with. Okay, like I said, I will show you guys when I start to short Bitcoins. Okay, you will also see next when the bull run begins again, next bull run, I will show you when I start to long Bitcoin, because that's when most money usually be happening, not now. But Kaspa on the other side, it is just starting. The potential for it to be up there is way higher. And if you didn't notice, Kaspa's price is being suppressed. There've been influencers coming out there telling everybody like, hey, I got paid not to talk about Kaspa in their live stream. When somebody is asking them a question, okay, what about Kaspa? They're like, listen, the sponsors don't want me to mention Kaspa. Just like that. I know it sounds ridiculous, but there is a lot of them out there doing that. So for one way or another, they are suppressing it. And why are they suppressing Kaspa? Because it's an opportunity. And that opportunity is staring at you in the face. You are busy crying about 7-8 cents when somebody's loading up with millions of dollars worth of Kaspa. Millions of dollars. Like, I'm not even talking about 10,000 Kaspas. And you are busy crying about it. Generational wealth, again, is not that easy, guys. It's not easy. Imagine those of them who bought gold back in the 1990s when everybody else was going. I mean, back in 2008, when after the financial problem got resolved, people were buying stock like Amazon and blah, 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 when everybody else who had some sense was buying gold, silver, and all that stuff. Imagine that. Price was going down, okay? Gold price was going down, silver was going down, blah, 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 because the U.S. economy was starting to boom and everybody was going for the dollar, right? And those of them who bought those materials, oh, come on. Ugh, I can't speak today. Those of them who bought gold and silver, guess where they are today? Gold is now $4,000 an ounce, right? When did they buy it? It's the same thing. You are busy complaining about Kaspa. Kaspa is not moving. Kaspa is not... Guys, get your head out of the sand and pay attention around you. Technologically, it's already been proven. Kaspa is better than Bitcoin, better than Solana, better than Ethereum, and all that stuff. And the migration for smart contracts just started. You want to be in that boat before it sails. I know people call me crazy, but I've been saying it. The only coin that will be running by 2026 is going to be Kaspa. And when we say running, we are not talking about little $1. No, we are talking about the real deal. Running will be running. And like I told you guys yesterday, the post is there. A prominent analyst that only talked about Bitcoin, that's it. He said it. Kaspa will be the only asset that will hit $1 trillion faster than anything else in 6 years. And those 6 years, you start to count from when Kaspa went live. But for us to hit those 6 years, we only got 2 more years left. Which means, if he is correct, Kaspa will hit $1 trillion by 2027. And I've been here telling you that Kaspa is worth $10 a coin. If we go to $1 trillion, that means Kaspa will be worth $30 or $35 a coin, making my $10 coin something that we could achieve next year by 2026. See? That's what I'm telling you. It's hard, yes. It's not that easy to hold something that everybody else is complaining about. Everybody else is, oh yeah, I got to sell this and blah, blah, blah. It's not easy. But if you know what you hold, trust me, you'll be like me. Every time I see that red, I pile up some more because I know the similarities with Bitcoin are there. When Bitcoin came out, tier ones didn't want to list Bitcoin. Nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to touch Bitcoin. Price was so bad that everybody and their grandmama, they were busy finding alternatives to Bitcoin. I even saw there was a time Bitcoin Cash was pumping instead of Bitcoin. You all remember that? There was a time the other type of Bitcoin, BSC, whatever you call it, was pumping instead of Bitcoin. And yet, those who knew something, unfortunately I wasn't among them, those who knew what Bitcoin was, they were piling on Bitcoin. And what do you see today? Bitcoin $124,000. Where is Bitcoin Cash? Where is Bitcoin BSV, ESV, or whatever you call it? Where is Ethereum Classic? They are nowhere to be found, right? Imagine again, that is the same situation you are going to be meeting once Kaspa takes off. I am telling you right now, save this video and we will talk about it again when I'm telling you. Once all these smart contracts, Casplex, IgraLab, Sparkle, which is the VPROX, once everything goes live, you're going to see Kaspa at $10. And all these other coins that you are talking about right now, which you can only make 2 or 3x, they will be obsolete. You will see the same situation you're looking at Bitcoin right now, higher than anything else you could ever think of. See? So for me, I don't know about you. I am glad I'm missing that 2 or 3x that Solana, Crashilandia, Sui, all of them are giving. That 3 or 4x they are giving, right? I would rather miss it because I'm going to use that money to buy more Kaspa, because at the end of the day, Kaspa will probably give me 300x, 3 to 500x. And that, my friend, is something that most people are not willing to do. And that's another thing that makes me so bullish on Kaspa, because 99.9% are going left. Me and a couple more, that 0.001%, we are going right. That's where we're going. And once things start to happen, a lot of people will try to turn right, but it will be too late. And that is when you use those guys for exit liquidity. I told you, short term, Kaspa is going to make us a lot of money because it's going to run from $1 to $3. Yeah, leverage trade, I'm going to make a lot of money with that. But long term, when I mean long term, is start looking at end of 2026, 2027, that thing has the potential and it's going to make me a multi-millionaire. And you will see. You will see. So what I'm trying to tell you today is not that easy. I know it's not that easy to become a multi-millionaire. You have to make decisions that 99.9% of the people are not willing to make. And once you make them, trust me, time is going to come when right now, yeah, I'm being laughed at. Oh, your Kaspa is not moving. Kaspa is not, and I'm just looking at them. You guys already know me. I just look at them and laugh and keep on laughing because I know, trust me, I know what is about to happen with Kaspa. It is something, yeah. Once the dark night goes live, and that's one thing I like about Kaspa. They don't prioritize, oh, let it pump. No. They prioritize building. Once they prioritize building, it means Kaspa is going to be solid. We are going up organically. We don't have no VCs. Nobody that will come and put their money in, pump the price, and then rug pull everybody. It's not that way. Organically. Fair lunch. That's one thing I like about Kaspa. And time is coming. We're going to sit here. Okay, I told you. Music banging. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Okay. it's like today, right? Uncle T today. I was like, okay, where you going, Uncle T? Because he was like, oh, come on. It's Sunday. I'm bored. I gotta go. So I gotta spend some time, doing some things that I like to do. And I said, okay, Uncle T, what do you mean you're bored? What are you going? Uncle T said he was going to the mall. And I said, damn, Uncle T. So you about to go get you some nice extra large Steve Harvey suits and stuff like that, looking slick like a pimp. So he like, nah, man, I'm not gonna look at that. I'm like, well, what do you mean? What are you going to the mall for? He said Sunday. So he talking to him on screen. He walks into the mall, and instead of Steve Harvey's, he goes into this slim suit shop. And I'm like scratching. I'm scratching my head like, Uncle T, you're in the wrong shop, right? You're in the wrong shop. Uncle T like, listen, you don't see the vision? Only me. I can see what I want to achieve. And I say, yeah, what you want to achieve, man? It will be sort of a miracle for me to see you fitting a slim suit. You understand, right? And Uncle T is like, man, come on, Neff. You know it is possible. I've lost half of my weight, and I can even lose some more. And trust me when I tell you, I am going to be a sexy millionaire. Me and the shop attendant, me and the shop, you know how the shop attendant wants to tell him that, hey, you're in the wrong place, but you can't talk like that to a customer, right? So he was just, and I was just looking at Uncle T. I like, Uncle T, yeah. And he goes, that's the same thing like we're telling people that Kaspa is going to run, but nobody believes you. The same thing I'm telling you right now. I am going to fit in this suit sooner than later. We were just laughing. I was just laughing, not because of Uncle T. The face that the shopkeeper, the attendant was putting, that was what was killing that was what was killing me. Look at this. Look at Uncle T. The shop attendant. This guy, Uncle T was busy looking at his suit, motivating himself that he's going to fit into one of these suits someday. But the shop attendant, he was like, what the hell, bro? That's exactly what was killing me while I was watching the whole situation unfolding in front of my eyes. But anyways, yeah, what I'm trying to tell you is that everybody's going to the right. Only those few that goes to the left are going to understand it. Because again, trust me, Kaspa is going to outperform all these coins you are going to see. Therefore, for me, I will gladly miss the 2-3x that Bitcoin and the rest of them are about to do. Or maybe 1 or 2x, whatever. Compared to the 100 or even 300x that Kaspa is about to do. That's why I'm sitting tight. It's up to you. You see the opportunity, you don't want to take it. If you take it, great. If you don't, great. Because at the end of the day, I am not your financial advisor. I am only showing you my journey from zero to a millionaire status. Okay, that's up to you what you want to do next. The only thing I hate is when you come onto my channel and cry about it. Man, go cry somewhere else. Because like I said, I keep blocking people because I'm not here for that FUD. I'm not here for that negative energy. If you can't match my energy, please go to somebody else. Understand? Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see what the market has been doing for the past 24 hours. As you guys can see, okay? Yeah, Bitcoin is doing its thing. As you guys can see, the entire market is also doing its thing. Like I said, money is not going to trickle down. A lot of people did not believe me. And what do you see right now? Money is not going to trickle down. You will understand it when the bull run is over with and you are left holding that hot potato because you are expecting money to trickle down. Anyways, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have going on here? For the past hour, 0.6% down. 2.7% down on the day, 2.8% down on the week, 8.3% down on the month, and 50% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.98 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $53.14 million. Oh, that's a 7.3. Give me a second. I gotta buy some more. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, thanks. I have to go back because when you see these kind of dips, man, I don't wait. I always buy. Anyways, now sitting at the market cap of $1.98 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $53.25 million. Now we go look at QNT, the banker's coin, okay? And the coin a lot of people love to hate. For the past hour, Quant is down 1%, 0.5% down on the day, 3.1% up on the week, 1.3% up on the month, and 46.3% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of 1.58. What is that? Excuse me. $1.50 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $21.15 million. Now we look at the Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We have here 1% down the last hour, 0.2% up on the day, 5.2% up on the week, 9.3% down on the month, and 35.6% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $618.33 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $20.47 million. Now we look at high risk, high reward, Cubic. We do have here 0.8% down the last hour, 0.1% down on the day, 30% up on the week, 6.3% down on the month, and 0.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $244.18 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.89 million. Now, we go look at Jonathan Turtle, which is Bitcoin. We do have here 0.2% down the last hour, 0.9% up on the day, 11% up on the week, 10.6% up on the month, and 98% up on the year. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this chart. See? Up, down, now we're going sideways, right? Pay attention to that. That's why you are looking at the market having this mixed feelings. But anyway, sitting at the market cap of $2.45 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $68.66 billion. Now, if you remember all the coins we just looked at, pay attention at the volume. Volume is very low on these coins, which tells you like, yeah, something is brewing. I still maintain it. I think Bitcoin is looking at that $140,000 to $160,000. I still maintain that. But hey, let's watch and see how things go from here. Okay. Now let's go look at prices in a little much more details on TradingView. And if you look at it, TradingView, we do have Dixie going down. Okay. Bitcoin going up. That's what we want to see. So far, Bitcoin seems to be going sideways between that $125,000 to $119,000. Right? Excuse me. All right, sorry about that. We still start having that movement between 125, 119,000. It's going to do that until it finds that support. Because again, we do remember the last time it touched that 123, 124, it got rejected. Now let's see if it's going to use that as support and continues moving. Anyways, now let's go back to Kaspa. First of all, we see here, just like I've been saying, right? This is what it is, okay? Man, I wish I could use my computer because this right here is a little bit, this is where we are, right here, support. Okay, anyways, you remember last time, like I told you guys, price usually breaks out. Go find the moving average and see what's going on. But I was telling you guys, breaking out here was great, but we needed to use this as the next support before bouncing up. Okay, so I think this is a little higher than this. I think that's where it was, and then bounce up before that, because if we don't use that as support, price is not taking off yet. We can regard this or this right here as a fake out. Okay, we needed to come back, bounce and go, but instead we didn't. Now we're back into the triangle again, which means, as you guys can see, in the past we bounced here, and let me make it a little bit Let me zoom it in a little so you can see. You can see better. You can see better. Okay. Come on. A little more, a little more. Like I say, doing it on the phone is a little difficult. But as you can see, we've been bouncing into this triangle. Up, down, up, down. We've been bouncing into a support and resistance, right? You guys can see that. Support, resistance, okay? Support, resistance, support, resistance. We've been going at it for the longest. Now it tried to break out, it couldn't, came back inside. Again, tried to break out again, couldn't, came back inside. But we are almost at the apex. We are almost at the end of the triangle right now. Like when we broke out, couldn't support it, now come back to test the resistance, and now it's about to try again, start to go. So if you ask me, this is a classic bullish pattern, because right now what we are waiting for is going to bounce from there, come back, retest, repeat this situation again. All we wanted to do is to come up, use that as a support, and up we went. Okay, if you've been trading, you will understand it better. It has to go up, okay, like here it fails to break, so yeah, it came down, it has to come up, use that as support, and up we went. That's what we are waiting for. For those of you who know exactly how to look at the TA, you understand what I'm talking about. But anyways, simple things that I look at, like number one, look at the ribbon, right? Ribbon still spraying, which means now look at how far the price action is from the ribbon. See, look at how far this is from the ribbon. This is really far, which means right now we are about to see this thing start to curve, and when it does, you're about to see the price start to try to catch up. And look at how far the price is from the moving average. That's another thing that tells you it's a bullish pattern. Okay, this means this thing is going to try to catch up to the moving average as always. Okay, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see almost identical things. Almost. Where is the moving average and where is the price? That's another thing I usually, like I said, those are the simple things I usually look at. Look at the price, look at where the moving average is. Therefore, you're about to see this thing spray out a little bit, and this thing is going to try to catch up to where the moving average is. For those of you day trading, that will be the opportunity to make some money out of it if you want to do it. Me, I'm not a day trader, I'm a long-term trader. And if you look at MACD and RSI, they will also tell you that, yeah, this thing is priming up for something bigger. Okay, now if you look at it on the daily, we are still the same thing. See, on the daily it acted as support, but it couldn't hold, so break down again to the next support. Next thing we are looking at is for it to try again this support. This time let's see if it holds and then goes up. Now the biggest thing of all this, okay, is when you look at it on the weekly, and that's something I remember I was telling you guys yesterday. Okay, I told you this yesterday. We're going to see how this weekly candle is going to close. That's what we are looking at. Okay, we're trying to see that this weekly candle, let me zoom it up a little bit, it needs to close like this or even higher than it is right now. That's what we are trying to see. But again, look, despite all that happening, with all this price action happening, look at what Bitcoin is doing. And again, I'm telling you, all this TA will be useless if Bitcoin breaks $230,000. It will be useless. So therefore, for me, I'm just looking at Bitcoin, because right now everybody and their grandmama, they are all still looking at what Bitcoin is doing. That's what everybody's looking at. It don't matter what Kaspa is up to, what Quant or what Jasmine is doing. Everybody's paying attention to Bitcoin, because once Bitcoin breaks that resistance and starts to go up towards 130, 135, everything else is going to run. Like I'm telling you, money is not going to trickle down. They are all going to run up with it. That's what's going to happen. But anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin. Where we at? Right here. This is Quant right now. Again, Bitcoin pumped, Quant went up with it, as you guys can see. Okay, Quant went up, and Bitcoin is taking a breather. Quant is also taking a breather. Oh, come on, not you. Where's my arrow? Yeah, I want to see my arrow. Quant pumped with it. Now This is on the hourly. As you guys can see, it's also taking a breather using the moving average as support. Okay, now we're about to see, once Bitcoin take off again, this thing is going to go, because Quant is just completing the same move it has been doing for the past few hours or a few days, or if you want to call it that way. It's been doing the same thing. Goes up, takes a breather, goes up, takes a breather, up, takes a breather, up. Now it is taking a breather again. That's exactly what it is doing. So yeah, for me, I keep telling you, my price action is still the same. All I have to do is sit tight and watch what's happening here. So yeah, despite the price coming down, because these are the giveaways. Look at the ribbon on the 4 hourly. You can see price is coming down, but ribbon is still green, and it is squeezing, getting ready to pop. Okay, so sit tight and watch. Let's see how things play out with Bitcoin. Like I keep saying, right now TA will not help you. I'm telling you, it won't. It won't help. But anyways, if you look at it that way, even on the daily, look on the daily right quick, you will see something else. Okay, look at the simple things. You see that ribbon? It hasn't turned green yet, but it's about to. See how it is squeezing, right? It's about to turn green. By the time it turns green, this thing is going to pop up. It's going to fly like a mad dog. So yeah, for me, looking at RSI and MACD right now, it's showing you that Quant is about to make a major move. So yeah, let's watch and see how things go from here. Okay, now if you ask me, I will tell you again, my price targets are still the same. This is the weekly chart. Look at this. If Quant closes this weekly chart green, I'm telling you, if it closes it green like this, you are in for something else. This is a reversal for Quant to start going upwards. As you guys can see right now, the reversal has started. So yeah, we're looking at $125 as the first resistance. Then you have 151, right? After that, 164. Then we'll be looking for 176. If we close a daily candle above 176, there is no resistance until 230. There's not much resistance. We close a daily candle above that, we will be looking at all-time high. Okay, all-time high, which is around $400, and then into price discovery. Everything is playing as planned. All you gotta do is be a little bit patient. You gotta be patient. Okay, now if you go look at Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm going to switch, how you call it? I'm going to go past Jasmine, because again, all you have to do is look at Bitcoin, and it should tell you what Jasmine is up to. Now, Bitcoin, again, I've been telling you about it, okay? And I said, for Bitcoin, 140 to 160,000. That's what we're looking at. And Bitcoin is doing exactly just like Quant. I told you guys, okay? If you see it, we pump a little bit, pump a little bit, we'll pump a little bit, pump a little bit, pump a little bit. That's what we are doing right now. Bitcoin is looking for that 140 to 160,000. Once we start hitting those prices, we will start paying attention to the market to see what we are doing. And like I told you, okay, you have to pay attention to the pie indicator. Okay, pie chart, you have to look at it, because no matter the time frame you're looking at right now, everything is very, very bullish. Look at the ribbon. It seems like this thing is not stopping anytime soon. Look at the ribbon. Even when you go on the daily, look on the daily. See? Look at the daily. Just screaming like it wants to tear the entire thing off. It is still going. So yeah, even on the weekly, look. See? Even on the weekly, look at the ribbon, look at everything. That's what I'm telling you. Now, if you ask my humble opinion, I am paying attention to the pi cycle top indicator. That's what I'm paying attention to. The red and the blue line. You see, we're about to see, because the blue line, the way I'm looking at it, see how it is up there? It looks like it's going to do this, and the red line is going to go until they meet. Once they meet, you're going to see that there is going to tell you that the top is in. Okay, you guys already know me. I don't normally wait for that thing to happen. Let's watch and see. How fast it's going to go up there to meet, that would depend a lot on the macro economy. Like I've been telling you guys, you got to pay attention to what our good friend Trumpicius Magicius and our good uncle Jeromius Powelcius, what they are cooking in that kitchen, because they are cooking something for the US dollar. And once they release it, yep. Yep. Anyways, yeah. Let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions, okay? Let's see how good we are doing or how bad, because everybody out there waiting for us to be in Reg City. But before we do that, to let you know, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. For those of you who want to venture into it and learn how to do it, down below I do have Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix exchange, okay? Meet the deposit requirements. Use those links, sign up and meet the deposit requirements. Once you do, they're going to give you free money. From that free money, take $20 out and start to practice. It's that simple. And for those of you who want to learn how to trade on stocks and ETFs, down below I also have a link to the Acorn. Acorn, they're not going to give you a great deal. They're only going to give you $5 for signing up. The $5, you can start a journey with it, okay? If you don't do that, my friends, yeah, like I always said, Reg City always has a room for one more. And I surely hope that one more is not you, okay? Now, let's go look at the positions right quick. First, we start with Bydfi. You guys know here, I am trading King Kaspa and Quant, okay? My overall today is sitting at $10,700, going sideways, as always, right? If you look at my contracts, you see that here, on Kaspa, I am down 74%, which is $5,600. Nothing new there, still the same, going sideways, okay? On my Quant, I am down 1%, which is $131, right? Nothing changed. You can pause it and look at my numbers. I trade at a very high leverage, okay? So if you go next one, it's going to be Phemex. Here, I'm trading King Kaspa and the Japanese Bitcoin. My overall today is sitting at $6,300, as you guys can see. And then if you look at my positions, you will see that here on my Jasmine, I am still down 79%. Okay, we'll be moving from 85 to 79% going sideways, okay, which is $8,700. And then if you look at my Kaspa, I am down 27%, which is $1,100 approximately. So yeah, still the same situation as Bydfi. I trade at high leverage. I'm an aggressive trader, okay? Now we go look at the Wix exchange. Here I am trading King Kaspa and a Quant, okay? And my overall today is sitting at $4,300. Again, for me here, we just watch it. If you look at my contracts, you will notice that on Quant, I am up $1,100 in profits approximately, okay? And on Kaspa, I am down $256. Okay, I'm down $256, or what is that? $53 approximately, okay? The same thing, like my other positions. I trade at 50x. And yeah, we are going to see, because the real parabolic move of the bull run has just started. So yeah, let's watch and see what happens, okay? Now, for those of you who are interested in Acorns, my kid, I'm just showing my son how to do it, how to use Acorn. So overall today, let's see, $278, that's what he's sitting at, which is not bad for a 9-year-old boy. So he started slowly, but surely going up, slowly going up. As you guys can see, he's up 3%. All-time high, 3%, trading VOO, which is S&P 500, IJH, IJR, and IXUS on the stock side. And if you look at on the bond market, ISTB and AGG, that's what we got going on that side. But yeah, for a 9-year-old boy, I think he's doing good. He's actually doing pretty good for him for his age. But anyways, yeah, there you have it, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There you have it. Like I said, sometimes people don't look at it. People are trying to look for those green candles. But I can tell you, your time will be greater than those 1 or 2x you're looking at right now. Because Kaspa is going to do a 200 to 300x when nobody's even expecting it. We're going to make that money. Trust me, and you will see. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about it, what we talked about today. Not people crying about price. I don't want to know about that one. I will delete those comments and I will block them. Simple as that, Okay, and also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, please, please don't let this opportunity escape. All right? Bye-bye.